trying to think of before I started. That happened after. That happened after I fell off that cliff. So I had to be about 10 years old, maybe 11. 10 or 11 years old when that happened.
Okay, I got that.
But you ready for me
Yep.
to start it? My mother came to me and told me that she wanted me to go to the store, which was only about 2.5 blocks from my house. She wanted me to go up at Mr. Chappell's store and get her a wedge of cheese and a box of macaroni. And I always looked for a good reason to go up around the store place in the afternoon because the big boys gathered up there, and I always would want to go up there and listen to them talk. Of course, I couldn't sit in their midst because I was too young. I had sat on the other side of the store porch. And so I got the cheese and I got the macaroni before Mr. Chappell closed. And they had on beer overalls. And after a while, I got tired of holding the two packages. So I put one in one pocket of my pants and the cheese in the other one. And I was sitting around up there listening to them boys talk, and I stayed right long. And it become dark. And long about then, I was a little bit afraid of walking around that street after dark because the lady on the corner was supposed to be able to grease you and swallow you. And that was told to me by my parents because that kept me from going up the street as much as I did or should have kept me from it. And so I sat up there for a long time and listened to the boys talking. It become dark. Well, there was a street light right on that corner. And it gave out pretty good light, and I could walk down to the corner. And then I had to make a 90-degree turn and go up our street, the one I lived on. And anyhow, I got around the corner, and I didn't want the big boys to know I was afraid, so I started just walking good and fast, you know. And all at once I heard this noise behind me. And so I decided I better pick up a little bit. So I started running a little bit, and it got louder. And the faster I run, the louder it sounded. And so by the time I got to the house, it was making an awful noise. And I ran and jumped up on the porch and fell because my mother kept the porch just slick as a peeled onion. And I fell, and when I fell, I stuck my feet through the screen door because I slid into it. And then I realized as soon as I fell that this noise I heard was that box of macaroni rattling in my hip pocket. And after that, I was pretty relieved. But up till then, I thought something about to get a hold of me. That's the end of that.